know me yet, I am a certified high performance coach, and I help women to perform at their best, to live the dream, to live their best self, and also to really follow their mission in life. So today I want to talk to you about how to follow your dreams and how to really get rid of those fears that are coming in the way when we want to follow through on our goals and our dreams and overcome that so we can design the life that we're meant to live. So let's jump right in. So there's a lot of fears coming up for all of you. Have you ever had a big goal, but then it felt too scary? It felt, maybe too hard. And there might have been other people even judging us, and that discouraged us as a result. So I want to talk about that because there's really only two things that are certain in life. And one is that we were born, and that happened already. And the second piece is that we're gonna die. And everything in between, we can really influence. We can design the way we want, except for obviously external circumstances that we can't control. But most things in our life, we can actually choose, right? We can choose our career, the partner we hang out with, our friends. We can really design our life the way that we want. And so I want to talk about what's really getting in the way. Why don't we all have those things that we want already? Well, fear is the number one thing that's getting in the way between us and really reaching our goals. And so except for the fears that are around like our physical health and survival, we have three core fears. And so I want to talk about that today because it's so important to be aware of that. So the first fear is loss pain. So the fear of losing something like love, right? Losing love, losing respect, losing money. And the second piece is the process pain, and that is a really hard one. It's the fear of that it will be a lot of struggle. It will be really painful to go through this, right? I might really struggle in the process. And the third thing is the outcome pain. After I did all of this work, the grass might not be greener on the other side. It might be actually not better. So I put in all this work. And so let's talk a little bit about how to overcome these fears. And if you want to talk about it with me specifically to, figure out how to overcome your, specific fear, your specific situation, you can book a session with me. I'll put it in the post where we can talk one-on-one about really how you can overcome that. So the first pain, the pain of loss, we can overcome by really focusing on instead shifting our focus to what we can gain instead. And so what can we gain? Maybe it's a risk that we might lose money, but we might gain, confidence, competence, experience, adventure. So there's all these things we can gain, and we always must focus on the gain because the gain is the one thing that is actually gonna, helps us to get further in life. The second fear we can overcome, the fear of process pain. This one is a little bit harder. Want to here focus on how can we bring joy to the process. So the process might be, might be potentially painful, but how can we make it more fun? How can we make, applying for jobs more fun? How can we design that in a different way that we can actually experience it without that pain? And there's always a way to bring the joy. Now, the third pain, the pain of the fear, is really about the outcome. So now, if we have that big outcome, how can we detach from that outcome? That's really the core piece, right? Like detaching from that outcome a little bit, and also focusing on faith over fear, right? So because faith and fear actually are both a projection of the future. So why not just have faith instead of fear? Because both of them is just me assuming what's going to happen. So I might as well choose faith. So anyhow, so these are the three ways how we can overcome our fears. And there's other pieces. So for example, we never want to make a decision out of fear, and we always make the wrong decision. And that is a really important thing to know, because when we talk about our dreams and somebody in our family is coming along and saying, oh, that might be really hard, we might take over their opinion if we're not aware of what other people are telling us, what their opinions are. And we have to stand guard, really, and make sure that we're not taking over their opinions. So don't make decisions out of fears, and be really aware of the naysayers, the judges out there that are often just getting in the way, and internalize, we're going to internalize what, their opinion is. I had a teacher once, and he said, if you were to apply to that school, I would be so afraid for you that if you fail, that you wouldn't be able to handle. As a result, I never applied to that school. And that, that is a horrible thing. I went to an even better school, but a year later, so I sort of lost that year, or actually I lost 2 years. And so really stand guard and be aware of people basically shitting on your dreams. And so if you ever really want to do that one-on-one and have somebody to support you, I would be more than happy to do that. I personally, when I had, the decision, if you want to, in the middle of a pandemic, start a business, leave my home and put all my stuff in storage and move out and live in Airbnb so I can be in Hawaii during the pandemic, it was very scary, right, to do all of that. But I had a coach supporting me, and that's why I had, the additional strength and the support to get to where I'm at right now. So we'd love to do the same for you, so we can really help you to follow through on all of your goals. So feel free to schedule a free strategy session with me. I'll put the link in the post as well. And so remember, it's really up to us. We're all miracles. We're all, it's like once in a million. It's not like very likely that we're being born. So we have almost like a real responsibility to make our time on this planet worthwhile, to make it special. And whatever that means to you, maybe that means to just simply have more time for yourself or your children, right? Not everybody has to, found a company, or it's everybody's own choice what that means. But to get what you want, right? That is important, because we deserve that. And we don't want to have excuses like, it's not the right moment, it's not too hard. So really have faith over fear, go for your dreams, be bold. And that is my message to you. Really follow your dreams. And so I'll see you guys next week again, every Wednesday at 1 p.m. East. So I'll see you next Wednesday. And until then, have a beautiful week. And I'll see you in a fresh new start next week. Bye-bye.